Alright guys, welcome back. We're going to be doing the last of our Africa campaigns with the Saladin campaign. And for this one, we're going to keep it nice, classic. We're going to get a muscle car for every enemy. Get a Cobra car for every enemy, because it just, okay, Saladin, rich chic, car for every enemy. I have a car for every enemy, it's not that deep. But anyway, so we'll be using how do we turn this on to get a car for every enemy. If we can't do that because we require to have a town center in order to get our Cobra cars, or build a town center in the mission, we will be using the tried and true torpedo to remove an enemy. I don't think that happens outside of the very first mission. And we might not even use it on the first mission because the first mission is pretty simple and straightforward. So it's not a huge issue. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So we're going to car for every enemy. And we're going to start with an Arabian Night. Little different spelling, but still good. Let's get started.
Egypt. A month since I entered the Holy Land. I was in a foreign land, and I was dying. I wandered the cold desert for 4 nights before the horse archers found me. I had abandoned my mount to the vultures, and my armor to the heat of day. For a night, I was not much of a threat to them. I thought these men were Turks, come to toy with their prey. But when I could distinguish the riders from the blur of the mirage, I saw that they were Saracens, the rulers of the Middle East. I had ridden to the Holy Land with the Crusaders from France and Normandy, so I was by all rights the Saracens' enemy. Yet they gave me water and a spindly horse, and led me back to their leader. And that was how I met Saladin. The paintings in Europe show Saladin as a demonic barbarian. Yet he's more chivalrous than any knight I'd met before, and prefers the palaces of Damascus to slaughtering Normans in the desert. I had not expected hospitality from Saracens. We Normans execute any armed Arab we capture. But Saladin left me free to explore his camp. Perhaps he wants an objective observer to chronicle the prodigious bloodshed ahead. Saladin's army is heading south to Egypt to reinforce Cairo. Egypt is a tempting prize for the Crusaders. She is fabulously wealthy, yet governed by an ineffectual fool. Before my capture, I was en route to join in the Crusaders' assault on Egypt. It is a bitter irony that now I shall view the contest from the enemy camp. So it was that I found myself less than 100 miles from the Dead Sea, in the company of my enemies.
Gotta love the music in every single mission. Alright, defeat the Franks west of Cairo. Simple enough. Hints: you will not be able to train additional soldiers in this mission. Keep an eye on your army to ensure that you do not lose too many men. Not a huge issue. Use line of sight of your light cavalry to avoid unwanted encounters. We could. Probably won't. Saladin's army green is gathered in the north near the Nile in order to help the Egyptian Caliph repulse the Crusader siege of Cairo. The Frankish Crusaders established camps in the west, blue, and the east, cyan. Their armies consist mostly of knights, men-at-arms, pikemen, and crossbowmen. Cairo red is the Egyptian capital and is located in the center of the map. The city has a small garrison commanded by Mamelukes. Simple enough. And I don't think we actually get a Saladin unit, like, ever.
The Holy Land is ours now, and soon Egypt will be as well.
Okay, so we're not gonna care so much about being careful. Because the Egyptians are our allies, we don't have to worry about accidentally destroying their stuff. So mainly it's running into the Franks, which I'll admit, is not like the best thing. But for the most part, here, we'll pause before we run into anyone. Oh, look, people. So we are a camel and a naval civilization. So our market's trading fee starts at only 500%. Markets cost less wood. Camel units have more HP. Galley line attacks are faster, so like war galley in them. Transport ships have bigger carry capacity and more HP. Cool. The Mameluke is really nice. He's a kind of short-ranged throwing. He's basically a camel throwing axeman. That's a bad equation, but it's a simple equation, a parallel draw. Anyway, so our unique traits are by Marzen, monks passively heal multiple nearby units. So monks just being in your group will heal all the dudes around you instead of focusing necessarily on one. And then counterweights, trebuchets, and Mongol line have additional attack. That's great for when we are going to be breaking these down with us. Our team modes is foot archers and skirmishers have +2 attack versus buildings. So foot archers and the skirmisher line get arson essentially. So that's cool. And it looks like we have most of the upgrades possible. We might not have one of the archer ones. I'm not sure. It's either one of the archer or... No? Yeah, no, it looks like we have most of the upgrades on everything. So that's pretty good. Anyway, okay. Not that that's going to make much difference because we don't actually get to use hardly any of that.
Saladin, where are you going with that great army?
So... the big problem here is that at the moment, Egypt doesn't trust us, like at all. So far, we haven't lost anyone, so we're doing decently. But yeah, as we get closer to the enemy camp, Egypt essentially just writes us off. Which is great. Not. It means we end up having to destroy a bunch of their stuff in order to infiltrate. Which is never fun. We're coming up on the... yeah. Actually, we're gonna... this is probably where we're going to start losing units. Although, still doing pretty well. Actually, yeah, get rid of... dang. Okay. So, honestly, if you're playing on easy or moderate, I'm sure on hard there's more units and it's more difficult. I'm not playing on hard. Again, because no matter how many times someone tells me real gamers play hard, sure. If I play on hard ever, it's gonna be not with people watching. But also I'm playing with cheat codes, so it doesn't matter. Figured. Anyway, so we have to kill off the West Franks.
I'm afraid I do not trust your motives.
Yeah.
Turn back at once.
So after we take out the West Franks, we're coming over to here. There's a little crossing. Which will, yeah, right here. Which will let us get some line upgrades to things. And then I think it mainly upgrades our melee stuff. And we should be getting a cannon galleon here sometime soon.
Very well. You leave me no choice. I have allied myself with the Franks. We will conspire to keep you out of Cairo.
Lord Saladin, the Egyptians are cowardly and weak. If we station troops near the main mosque, they will surely surrender.
As soon as we take out these guys...
Lord Saladin, we have captured a Frankish war vessel.
I'm gonna use them to do some stuff. Like I said, we're gonna lose units here sometime soon. Yeah. So we're gonna use our cannon galleon to remove the tower here and then the gate.
Lord Saladin, we have found Frankish armor in the ruins of this blacksmith.
Actually, because this is gonna take a while, we want to take out as many of those as we can. Okay. So we're gonna move over to here. And hope that there's not a tower here. I don't remember if there is or not. Okay, good, there's not. So we're just gonna station there. We're gonna try and get our main path plotted out. So I said we might use torpedo. We're not gonna use torpedo for one very specific reason. If we use torpedo on any of the enemies,
You will not enter Cairo.
we're just gonna go there, and then we're gonna go back like this, and then we'll be fine. Okay, so that's 2 of the towers. I think there's one more tower that we definitely need to remove. We're gonna move this to make the path bigger, because we're gonna come up here through the middle here. It is a nice chunky cannon galleon. I wish we had 2, but we only have the 1. So it's a little slow, but I don't... Okay, there's that one there. Alright, we're gonna use these guys to destroy the gate while we're waiting. Okay, I think that's... And we're gonna come up to this boulevard, so gotta destroy that one. Okay, destroy the gate. We just need to destroy the gate. And then gonna move on. Okay, awesome. Now we're just gonna do that. I don't think there's anything else I can really destroy that needs to be destroyed. I think I got it all. Yeah, there's nothing else for us to really destroy. And honestly, like, just getting all the way there is all that's needed. No, stop doing that. Like, we get plinked a little bit, but it's not huge. And they still are canning out. Not going to be an issue, because we're going to make it over here, and we've already left the area of occupation where they would be bugging us. So...
Saladin, the Franks have betrayed us. They mean to invade Cairo. We were wrong not to trust our fellow Saracens. Please, these troops are yours to command. Just defeat the treacherous Franks.
Yeah, so we get a bunch of camel riders. The more important thing is we get a siege ram. So, and like we're pretty good, to be honest. Like we're not hurting.
نعم أهلا.
Yeah, you go out there. You go up there. You're group 2. So we're gonna do this the sneaky way, because all we have to do is destroy the town center. So we're gonna take the sneaky way to do that. Which again, if you're playing on a different difficulty, sneaky way probably doesn't exist, because I'm sure that that's only there for people playing on easy mode. Which, oh well. Yeah, you get up there too. Do I have more people? Nice. Alright, cavalry archers.
نعم.
Yeah, I should have 2 groups. The one with the ram and then everyone else. There you go. So this is group 1. And that's group 2. To group 1. So we're gonna come up here to the top of the map. I don't remember if, yeah, it doesn't extend all the way, so we're good. Okay, so we're gonna come this way, and there's a tower up here for the Franks. And we're honestly... you can destroy the tower. It doesn't really bring reinforcements. So, yeah, basically just skirt along the top here. There's not really any enemies. Like, tower, like I said, there's a grouping of towers and stuff around the outside of the base, but it's not huge to the point where I'm worried about it. Let's see, so there's one tower, there's another one. So we're going to use one to attack the first tower. We're going to send our siege ram up over here. These are just standard Frankish guard towers. Okay, so now we're going to ride down this back route. And, like, it really is just super simple to do this part. Especially if... especially if you don't get the whole army to attack you. Still, you could probably go with just a frontal assault and it'd be fine. You've got a plenty big army. Here. Get those out of the way.
My lord, the Franks have been defeated.
Super simple.
The Franks are dispersed, and the Egyptian army broken. Saladin has taken his place as governor of the Nile. Any European king would seize this opportunity to eliminate his political enemies. Saladin, however, allowed any Egyptian opposed to his rule to leave the city unharmed. Saladin has set out to win over the population. In Cairo, he built mosques and palaces, universities and hospitals. My own countrymen, the sons of Europe, showed naught but treachery, while the Saracens worked to dignify their civilization. This is a troubling time, lads, and I have difficulty sleeping.
So I went super swiftly. Military, units killed, units lost. Like, we did really good. No one had an eco, no one really had technology, no one really had a society. The Egyptians had one castle. So yeah. So that's going to be it for this one. So the next one when we come back will be Lord of Arabia, which we'll definitely get to see use of our Shelby Cobras during now. Because we get a town center. I think most of the rest of the ones we get a town center, so should not be an issue at all getting our Cobras and just watching them trounce house. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and everyone just have a fantastic day. Thanks. Bye.